Hello, everybody. We'll be starting soon. We're going to be watching season 1, episode 3 today. And we're also going to watch a trailer. So I saw that there was a new trailer that dropped. So we're going to be watching that. We're going to be on Twitch watching season 1, episode 3. We've been having a good time watching those. So it'll be myself and Twan again today. So I hope y'all can join us. If you haven't followed us over on Twitch, go ahead because the vibe will be up there. So if you miss some of it, you can always catch it there. I leave it up for a week. So we had episode 1 up for a week, and then we had episode 2, and we will also have this episode up for a week on Twitch, and then they come down on Sundays. So make sure you follow us over there so you can catch the episode if you missed some of it or you are catching this on the replay. It's Kawaii Bree 123 on Twitch. You won't see the VODs up there, but I promise you're in the right spot. So make sure you follow us over there. And we're about to get started. We're going to chat a little bit and watch the trailer and react to it. And then we are going to shut down the YouTube side and we're going to be over on Twitch and we're going to watch it and kiki over there. So make sure y'all are ready. Get your drinks, get your comments. It should be a good time. So I'm going to pull this overlay down in a second and we're going to get started. I hope y'all are excited. All right. Yeah. All right. Hello, everyone. Oh, it's so weird. I'm on that side. Can you hear me? I'm good. Okay. So this is a sound check. So we're about to get started. I was just telling everybody to follow us over on Twitch so they can catch the full watch along. We're going to react to the Laws of Being a Vampire trailer. So a new trailer dropped, which I wasn't expecting. But I guess it's just kind of like, I don't know what to call this content. So we're going to watch it. We're going to say how we feel about it. We're just going to go ahead and react to that, I guess, since that's available. You know, we like to talk to these trailers. So y'all know how we do. We watch the trailer through and then we don't say anything. And then we come back and then we give our commentary as we watch it. It's only 45 seconds. So there may or may not be a lot here, but I'm curious to know what it's going to be. Oh, I have you muted, don't I? There you go. Let me unmute you.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea to unmute you. Okay, let me go ahead and share the screen. So, oh, wait. Oh, that's part of the music. I was like, what is that? I'm so confused. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna turn this down. Okay. All right. Let me move this thingy mabobby from right here.
I'm excited for this. Give me some more rules and regulations
lore.
and some more guidelines. Yeah, some lore about these people.
It's interesting that
Help
vampires
craft these theories.
Right, have rules. And like, why would he be saying that? I mean, this guy is just he apparently is a stunt queen as well. So I have a feeling him and Lestat will not get along. I just have a sneaking suspicion because a lot of people don't like people with the same energy they trying to be in. So I just feel like for whatever reason he would not like Lestat. Like, is he the Timu Lestat? Like, is he the Lestat replacement? You know what I mean? Like,
what
I just
feel
like
the OG Lestat though? Like, what if he's older than Lestat? This is where Lestat got his theatrics from.
I hope he's older than Lestat. He seems like he would be older than Lestat, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and
laws of the vampire. Each coven must have its leader.
Okay.
The dark gifts must never be given to children.
Ooh.
In direct violation of the great law,
no vampire may ever destroy another vampire. Guilty or not guilty?
Well, that just gagged me.
Right.
Like way quick. More than I thought it was going to gag me because it was short. It wasn't even 45 seconds. That was like 30 seconds.
And so we got like Buffy vampires now? Scrunch face vampires?
What is happening? Okay, let's play it again. Go.
And it's like some attack or some power like pushed all that books and stuff over on Daniel.
The dark gifts must never be given to children.
What is that?
And in direct violation of the great law,
no vampire may ever destroy another vampire. Guilty or not guilty?
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
That was a lot. Thank you. Oh wow. Okay, so first of all, I don't know what to say. I have so many questions. Okay, my initial thought is, okay, they don't know these rules clearly. But like, I would think Lestat knows the rules. And I wonder if that's why Lestat was pushing back so much with like making Claudia.
Mm-hmm.
But he seemed to have done it anyway. But like, is that why he was really pushing back on it? Or did he really just not want to be bothered? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think possibly I feel like Lestat's old enough and he is aware of those vampires overseas. So I would imagine, especially if he had some ties to them before, that he is aware of this. I'm pretty sure they would have made him aware of that. And I can see him giving a little pushback with that in mind, but at the same time, that's his Lommel. That's his love of his life.
Yeah,
and he probably was just like, you're right, I'll give it to him because he apparently desperately wants this. And he probably thought that was going to fix everything between him and Louis. So I could see that happening.
To fix it. That sucks. I'm telling y'all. Okay, so Louis and Claudia have broken the rules. Lestat, their whole family is apparently in deep doo-doo then. And who is the exactor of punishment for breaking these rules?
I have no idea, but like just from that alone, I definitely feel like he's either really powerful, really old, or he just holds some kind of really high status within it because they did say every coven has to have a leader. So he is apparently that. Is
Armand not the leader?
I don't know. I just feel like with him being the one casting judgment and whatnot, I don't think you would put the leader in front of a group of people to make some type of judgment based on it. Like maybe Armand is like second in command. Maybe he has a different type of position within that coven. But I definitely feel like that dude is someone to be aware of. Yeah, definitely somebody to be wary.
We keep seeing him, but he seemed to have like listened to Armand. The only reason I'm thinking maybe Armand is because in that one clip where they were like outside flirting, he was like reading, and it seemed like Armand was kind of running the show. So I just have assumed all this time that Armand is the leader. But you're right. Maybe, and the leader of the coven has certain gifts, apparently. So
that was another thing I was like pointing out. Like, do they have pyrokinesis too now? Because that man was holding flames in his hand.
I'm so confused. Like, there's just so much more that we don't know that we're about to learn about.
I'm excited to see the extent of these abilities, because we already know they can fly.
Right.
They have some form of mental manipulation. They can stop time. They have obviously crazy strength. So now I'm like, is there like telekinesis a part of this?
Right.
Like, what caused all of that stuff to push in Daniel's direction?
And also, somebody in the comments said, why is nobody talking about Louis floating in the background? I messaged them back and said, please leave me a timestamp in the trailer. It was a trailer.
Yeah.
And they was like, why nobody ain't saying nothing about Louis floating? I'm like, because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So please give me a timestamp. Yeah, in the trailer. Like they said in one of the trailers, he was doing that. So I was like, okay.
So that could show that he's probably getting stronger. He's eating more humans.
Yeah, when he started, because we have seen in the trailer that he did feed with Claudia. We saw them feeding together. And he's also just gotten older. And I wonder if he would inherit some of Lestat's gift, because he was the one who gave him the dark gift. But it makes me really worried for them. Like, why? Because, okay, you and I had this conversation about Armand seemingly maybe seeking out Louis and Claudia. Like, we started to kind of think, like, did he seek them out? Did they find them, or did he find them? And we were talking, and remember they had that scene in the trailer where he gave him basically the business card and was like, make sure you bring her. So now I'm just like really concerned, because I feel like if it's against the vampire law to give the dark gift to a child, they would probably kill Claudia.
That's the first thing I was thinking of when he said that. I'm like, there's a reason why they're like getting her so entranced in this like group, in this coven, because she's obviously like infatuated with it. Like, she's wrapped up in everything. And I think they're doing it to, number one, probably maybe analyze her and study her, just because, since it's such a law. Exactly. And trying to see like maybe where she goes with this, if she can like control herself, because there gotta be a reason why, just like in Twilight, you couldn't turn children to vampire. That was against the rules. So it might be something to where like they can't control her. She won't be able to fully control her impulses, and that could put them in danger. Because you do wonder,
is it for her own benefit or the benefit of vampires? Because they just seem like very selfish creatures. So I would doubt that they really care. But it does create
not
problems.
Her benefit.
But it does create problems having a child vampire, as far as like legally. This is a timeless being who is basically legally gonna have to depend on either illegal means to make a life for themselves, because she can't get bank accounts, she can't buy a house, she can't buy property, she can't legally get like, there's all these legal limits that you're basically putting on her forever by keeping her a child. And then that means that she'll probably go rogue and steal and cheat and whatever. So you have that issue. But yeah, I definitely think, like you're saying, it's more about, we already have seen some of the behavioral issues Claudia has. I mean, she's a legit serial killer.
Yeah, legitimately. I keep forgetting, like, it's at random moments where I remember that she was over here collecting fingertips and pieces of nipple and random stuff, girl.
Yeah, like, she's legitimately a serial killer, which is not necessary to the aspect of feeding on humans for survival. It's like the relishing in it that's not necessary. The relishing in it beyond the feeding moment. You see Lestat relishing in it at the moment, but then he buries the bodies and he disposes of them properly. But we're gonna watch episode 3 today, and we're going to be watching episode 4, so I'm sure we'll get to revisit some of that stuff. But yeah, I have forgotten. So, Claudia is in danger.
I mean...
And Louis, I guess.
And on top of that, like with her...
Or are they going to put it all on Claudia, though?
I mean, on top of that, he also was the sole reason that... Claudia is a vampire, granted, not sole reason, like he did beg Lestat, and Lestat did it, but he's the one that pushed him to do it. I'm sure that's not going to get lost in the narrative. But with just Claudia being a vampire too, children, like, it's a dead giveaway too when they don't age. So she's gonna constantly have to be like a nomad, like jumping around different places.
So maybe that's what it is, like the giveaway that she's like that's a good point. But look, I think honestly, I don't want to say this, but I do think Lestat will just let Claudia take the fall. I don't know if it'll just be because his mind is going to be so scrambled by Armand anyway that he's really going to think just Claudia did it, but I do think she's going to end up taking the fall for all of it.
Yeah.
And Lestat would say
it's not taking the fall, but like just being like, we have to remedy this, and the only way we're going to do so is to get rid of her. I mean, and if Lestat had to say, he would say Claudia killed him because he feels like she poisoned Louis's mind, I think. Yeah, 100% agree. Like, I don't think there's a way that Lestat wouldn't take advantage if the way of him and Louis both being safe is to pin it on Claudia. And then that would probably, bring back the friction between them two, because I don't know. I highly doubt Louis is going to go for that in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, this is getting juicy. Okay, I didn't expect that little 30-minute trailer to give so much. Come on, 30-minute trailer. I mean, 30-second trailer. I wish. But we are so close. I mean, it's the 21st, and we have, how many more weeks until it premieres? Is it 3? 3. Yep. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So yeah, we'll be done with our watch-alongs by then. So, yeah, I think that was the only thing. I know somebody dropped a spoiler in the comments. Reminders, we have not read the book, so please don't drop any spoilers. I'm still waiting on that person to tell me a timestamp for Louis floating in the trailers. I would love to see that and look at it, but we're gonna more than likely just go ahead and roll on over. Wait, was that bookshelf scene? Where I was commenting like, why y'all got a bookshelf in the sky? And I'm like, can't nobody get that but the vampires. Was that Armand? But I thought Armand was the only one I saw floating. So that's why I was like, that was Armand? Okay. Yeah, I feel like I would have seen that, but if depending on where it was or if it was a flash, I may have missed it. So I would love to know. And if anybody in the comments saw that or who's watching right now, let me know. We're gonna go ahead and start the watch along portion of the show, and we're gonna let the little last week's episode thing play. You know how that goes, and then we're gonna cut it off over here on YouTube. I'm gonna leave this part of the stream up so that people can watch our trailer reaction. But go ahead, the link is pinned, I think, for Twitch. I'm gonna go ahead and post it one more time just in case anybody needs to go ahead and follow us. The very nature, what is my very nature that of the devil? Okay. Does he say the title? Introspection. Yeah, does he say the title in every episode? I know in the first one he did. You think he did? Some shows do that where they just take lines from the show, like a really pivotal line, and put it. Others they just give some random quote that sums it up. But this, I feel like they say these. What is this quality? Oh, okay. It was. It was just doing. I'm like, this is not gonna work. We'll put the theater curtains up. There you go. Do we want to be down here? That works for me. I don't know if we're covered. I don't think y'all don't need captions. The sound is on.
As a fledgling vampire, I did not take to killing.
You really have earned your 15%. You truly are an exceptional leader.
It's funny he's calling himself a fledgling now when before he was so offended.
I want to buy the Fair Play Saloon.
I can't hear you.
Is the sound good?
Okay, yeah, it's good.
I no longer kill. You don't have to humiliate him. Embrace what you are. You are a killer, Louis.
That little huff and puff he did was so. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't even remember what happens in this episode at all. Like I'll remember it, but I don't. If you just said what's episode 3, I don't know.
Yeah, as it happened, it's all gonna come flooding back. What's
up,
Queen Sunkissed?
All right, we're heading on over to Twitch. Go ahead and follow us so you can watch along with us because YouTube will not let us be great. I'll give it like another minute. That's about all we got.
There's a column in here about the history of this lovely square. It says that the man who designed it did so after the Place de Rouge.